Thank you for joining me today in this video. I want to open us in prayer. Heavenly Father, we come before you today with grateful hearts for the blessings that you have bestowed upon us. Help us to worship you in spirit and in truth, and let our hearts be filled with joy and thanksgiving. We give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever. That ending is from Psalm 107:1. Quick little video on how to put together my trifold with inserts that comes in my gold piece of God kit. This is the sheet that comes out. So I want to show you a couple of things. If you see these lines there and there and there, those are your fold marks. If you fold it first before cutting out, you'll end up being much happier. Because once you trim this out, so you can do it one of two ways. I could fold this right now, or excuse me, what I can do is cut around it and then do the folds. I think what I will do on this one today is I'm going to do the fold first. That's what I've done in the past, and it works pretty well for me. So you're just going to fold it to those lines. Use your bone folder. There we go. And then if I cut, watch, I'm going to tell you to cut the bottoms off, okay? That's fairly, just cut those squares out, those rectangles. So now we've got that first fold. Let's go ahead before, again, we cut, we are going to do the next fold. And I'm going to fold it like this. That works a little bit better for me. Visually, I can see that's my line. Did I do the line right, Diane? Yes. Yes. So I've got it folded that way. I'm going to flip this over, and we are going to fold it on the next line. And my lines are in the margins. That's why I'm sharing all this with you, because if you do like I did the first time I went to make this, and I cut off the fold marks, and then I went, wait, what? And I'm the one that made it. So now I'm giving you my little secrets of how to make it work. So we've got it all scored. See that? When we cut it out, you will notice there's a very fine, I want you to cut into there, because when we flip this up, if you don't have the space, what happens is it won't fold right. So let's trim that out first. So you're going to cut right to your fold line, and then you're going to take that little tiny sliver, and that just removes the excess paper so that it will fold up and in correctly. So let's go to there, and let's just do that little tiny piece. There we go. And of course, I trimmed a little bit too far, but it's okay. We can make it work. Now I'll use my bigger scissors and finish trimming this, trimming that. I love this trifold. You will see this trifold in lots of my kits. And the reason I love it is because it gives me a chance to give you 3 Bible verses that coordinate whatever the topic of the kit is. And they're already done for you, see? And so I've already made them pretty for you. And I'm gonna go switch to my smaller scissors to do that little round part. But the big parts I do with my longer scissors. I have more of a chance of having it straight with these scissors. There's one of these in my Living Faith kit that came out. Actually, there's 2 in that kit. I did 2 different ones. And it's such a fast and easy way to add your faith to a junk journal. It's already done for you. And because it's a digital kit, if you get the Living Faith kit, you can reprint that multiple times and put it in multiple different journals. That's why I love digitals, why I make them. Because in the past, when I did junk journaling and only had scrapbook paper, the problem there is now you're like, oh, it becomes as if each piece is like some gold, because once you use it, there's no more. Sometimes they had 2 or 3 pages in there. Most of the time they didn't. See how nice this looks now? Let me get rid of the trash. These fold up, that folds up. See why you needed that little tiny space? Then this comes over here, and then piece is on the outside. And of course, here's where your fold has to be correct again. And once you fold it and do all those parts, you might have to recrease it slightly to get it to stay down. And then you just go, yeah. Okay, this whole thing it needs trimmed, like, you know, a breath. Let's see, that should make it better. So this can go over here, and now it's beyond the fold. Yay, there we go. Now, one of the things that I do, you can do this either way you want to do it. What I do is I don't want to see that white. So let's put something to fill in this whole back part. You could use another piece of paper from my kit. What I enjoy doing, hold on, let me get I use book paper, book pages. Now let me get into my book page stash. And in my other videos, I've talked about, go get yourself a book, a devotional or something about God, and use that in your Faithart junk journals. So this is Thou Art Guide. That's cool. Oh, this says Knowing God. Yes. So what if we placed, yes, here's what I'm going to suggest you do. First of all, let's trim this. You don't need all that white. I mean, you don't need the edges. You don't need the margin, I guess is what it is. You don't need the margin. Okay, I want to place Knowing God. If you really can't see it, but I can see through the lines here. I want to place Knowing God right in that fun little top part, which means I'm going to have space on both sides, but let's just use the rest of the page. And that's more important to me. And we don't need all of this, so let's trim. Let's just trim that. Okay, now, here's how I do this. So I open it back up, and again, you can see this when you're doing it on your own, that I'm going to get the Knowing God. I want that in this little topper on here, right? So let's put some glue down. And I'm going to position this so I can see it, you really can't, not through the camera, like that. Yes. Then I'm going to come over and trim this. And then you'll be able to see how I center that. That's why if you go find some paperbacks that are instructional books, you know, non-fiction books, about anything about God, about faith, about the Bible, then you don't have to worry about what the writing says. Have you ever used an old book page and then you read it and you went, oh, that was so not good? I did that when I first started. So now I've cured myself of that. I already have the pages there. So now all I have to do, look, is we'll just put this on here, and that works. And then hopefully I have enough. And look, it's got all these Bible verses referencing, looking up stuff about knowing God. So how perfect is that? We'll lay that right on there. And I'll trim that. And then we'll trim it this way. There we go. And trim the top. because it goes at a slant. Yes. See, that looks good. And then this last little piece. Does it fit? Yes, it does. Yay, yabba dabba do. It's going to fit right along there. And now we have lined our little trifold. And everybody's will be different because it will be, yours will be different from mine because of the book that I'm using. This is a book by J.I. Packer called Knowing God. And I just got it at a thrift store. And I was so excited when I found it. Because first of all, the pages are cream, which I like, makes it look old. And number two, like I said, I don't have to worry about what the writing says because it supports my Faithart. It's words, guidance, discussion of God and faith. Yes. And let's do, I'm going to edge everything. Make it look beautiful. I'm going to edge that. Edge this. Put folds. Edge the inside pieces before we glue them down. One more. There is our little trifold. And we already know the fold. So bone folder, come back. And you've made it very sturdy also. So that's the good news. And you fold it over. So this is about peace and look, knowing God. Yes. Isn't that really pretty? Yes, it is. It's so very pretty. And what I'm going to do is, I did not get my art glitter glue opened up. Let's see if I can make it work. Because I like the art glitter glue to put this down better. Please work. Because you're just going to put a bead there. Oh, yuck. That's not good. What is that? Why is that a color? Ooh. I think I might not be using the right, I probably am not. I can tell because it's dark. That is not good. I might not have the right pin. Oh, yuck. That's not working. Okay. This isn't working right now. So I'm not going to be able to show you that closed. So let's go ahead and finish this and we'll get the video done and then you'll see it. Cut those out. One Bible verse. This is from week 6. I gave you the verse. I picked 3 verses from week 6. So you can make this at any time. It's in your kit. It's just that I set this apart as what would support our week 6 Bible study. Of course, I could have used the guillotine, but I didn't. I cut them fairly straight. Let me get rid of these white pages, white pieces. We will edge these. Now I print my ephemera pages on 33-pound matte photo paper. So it's got a little bit of a tooth to it. Tooth just means the strength of the paper. It's not as strong as if I printed it on 48-pound matte photo paper. I do have a quick video on my YouTube channel talking about papers to use, and I would encourage you to watch it. It's a short video talking about printing and what kind of papers to use. And so you can see more there. Let's put this one in the middle. This is how this will look. As I said, I don't have my glue fit yet, but I wanted to just show you how to make this darling Peace of God Trifold. There you go. Thank you and blessings to you for joining me today in this video. I want to say a prayer as we close this video time together. Now may the Lord of peace himself give you peace at all times in every way, and the Lord be with you all. 2 Thessalonians 3:16.